welcome to the hottest day of the year. So it's currently 33 at the moment, well, according to the phone, but it could be different. But yeah, I've just popped up just to give everything a good old soak in, but also to kind of do the tour of the plots. So we'll go from the front. So we've got obviously the flower bed, which if you've seen in the other videos we've been planting up. We put in a load of gladioli and then some tree lilies and the sweet peas and that, so they're just starting to come up now with all this heat and that. Obviously onions, haven't done much. Obviously got the parsnips and mangel wurzels, some have come up. Obviously it also has the bindweed. We have obviously the sunflowers doing well. See, the garlic has all gone because that had white rot, so I've had to get rid of that, unfortunately. The sunflowers again, then all the pumpkins. So we've got, that's the zombie. I'll insert some images, so if you have not watched the other videos, I'll give you a rough idea. And then I believe that one was Queensland blue, and that is paint box pumpkins. Got some cucumbers in the, but obviously I've got a lot in the polytunnel, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then obviously more sunflowers. Then over to the grand sweet corn enclosure. So these are all rising sun, and then I've got some golden gate which we planted a couple of weeks back as well. We have the tromboncinos on either end, which they will climb up along the fences hopefully, and along on this side. Obviously carrots, and then obviously the strawberries that are not done too good, so I might have to swap these out for some herbs in here. And then spring onions, and then we're off to potatoes. So obviously these did get hit by the frost about a week and a half ago, but they're just starting to bounce back now. And obviously I just pulled out some of the sunflowers. These are like the Mongolian giants, which I wanted to put in the ground, but obviously the weather's been too hot and they'll just probably wilt away. So I'm having to kind of water twice, in the morning and in the evening, all the plants at the moment because it's pretty hot. Obviously we have more potatoes, they're doing alright. Obviously the pond, not been too bad. No sign of the tadpoles, so they might have fled already. But the pond lily is just starting to come up there. Then we have the back kind of fruit area. These raspberries are not doing too good. I got them from Thompson Morgan, they're just like sticks and that, but I'm probably going to have to rip all this out and start again in that. See, the cherry tree's doing fine, the blackcurrant's doing fine. That apple tree again from Thompson Morgan, so I've had good experience with that company, but that bare root stock was supposed to be an apple tree. It's not even budded or shooted off yet, so I probably will test that on my next visit and just get rid of it, and then have to get a new tree for that one. So the little seating area, things are a little bit messy, but once kind of things tidied up a bit, should be looking good. See, more mess. The greenhouse, so these are all the tomatoes. There is mostly money makers. There's a couple of gigantimos in here. So I bought some chilies, which I'm just waiting for some more pots. Once all this stuff's out here, some of this sweet corn, that's more golden gate, which will go in the ground over there. So once all this stuff's gone, I can move the pots around, and I've got another 6 to go in here for the chilies. So it'd be tomatoes and then chilies. And then the final bit, which is worth showing, is the sweet peas. So they're just starting to bloom, which is nice. See, these ones were the first lot in these 1, 2, 3 and 4, and these were all the others that I planted out about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But again, I'm having to keep watering these because these dry out pretty quick, so I'm not too sure how well these are going to do in the troughs. Might have to rethink for next year or plant something entirely different, but as long as they kept watered they should be fine. I'll feed them with some chicken meal pellets as well in the upcoming days. But let's go down to the next one. So down on the bottom plot, so everything's sprung to life, everything's green and lush. So we've got our little sweet pea teepees with the strawberries around the edge. See, I've put some twine around because obviously the the little spindly, climby, latchy things are starting to climb up, and then obviously they're all going to start to bud soon. Strawberries look good. Some of them have not lasted, but some of the plants have taken, which is good. So we've got some sunflowers in here. I think these are the gummy bears. I see more sweet pea teepees. Obviously I wanted to plant all the way around here. I'll also probably put some squashes in here as well. Once one's in the polytunnel all ready to go out. Yeah, but these are more just off the Pro White sunflowers. Again, more teepees. More sweet pea teepees and more gummy bear sunflowers. Then in this bed, again, these are more the pumpkins. I believe that is paint box again. So I've got same varieties in different plots. So if one fails, I should have a backup. And then this was a Queensland blue. Again, a few more sunflowers, but these will be spread across once they get going. Obviously the dwarf beans are not doing too good, so might have to scrap that. Again, there's another pumpkin and squash bed. These are flat white boas, and I believe that on the other side is flat white boas as well. Yeah, they're the same, so same varieties. They can spread across all this, which will be fine. Got another large sweet corn bed with some sunflowers in the front. So these are all one varieties. I think these are the golden bantams. Pak choy and beetroot, some are coming up now. Also some potatoes, which are highly annoying. I guess, I suggest if you don't want potatoes growing in certain areas, do not grow them because you'll never get rid of them. Tomatoes, these got hit by the frost quite bad. They are bouncing back. Did have to replace a few of them, but they'll be fine. And then finally, well, got the back part here, which was the apple trees, which they are knocking some of them off. Just starting to form the apples now as well, and then obviously some red currants and gooseberries, but I cut them back quite harsh last year, so I'm not too sure how they're going to last. And then the polytunnel, again, these are backups of what I've got out. Some more Queensland blue, some baby blues which I haven't got out yet, but I will plant them out over the next week or two. Same with these, they're starting to reach for the sky now. So these are just more zombies and paint box pumpkins. Got some more dwarf sunflowers. Got some more sweet corn. So these might be my sacrificial ones that I'll plant out without no fencing. And that, some of the sunflowers again. So obviously got some out already, but these will kind of be going in after. So I've got continuation of flowers. Some of the other sunflowers in here as well. I think these are the red velvets. Me pumpkins from the competition from Sutton's. Haven't popped up yet, but they've been in for like 2 days, so don't expect much. Again, more sunflowers. Got some cucamelons, which are so tiny, so not too sure how well they're going to do. Got some cucumbers, some failures, and they've all got the same amount of seeds, but just goes to show you these little cucumbers. So I think it's a mixture of Carmen and Diva. So these will be going out in the next week or two to make sure they get a little bit bigger, because the slugs will have them. These are the Camus. So there's another variety that I haven't got out yet, but they will be going out in due course. And then some pearl squashes, and then I think I've only got 2 of these, but these are the shark's fin squash melons. So I'm not too sure what they're going to be like. Just some more melons and some more cucumbers behind there. So hopefully I should have a continuation of stuff. And then the back part, which we don't talk about, it's the mess zone, the old pond. But this is getting revamped in the autumn to grow some more kind of raspberries here. Right, so I'm going to finish off the video here. I hope you've enjoyed a little quick plot tour, not edited, just quick rough run through, which I do once a month. But if you want to check out my other videos, they're obviously down in the playlist below, which I'll link in. And I'll see you on the next one in June. If not, I'll see you weekly. Thank you very much, and goodbye.